Head, heart, health, and hands. Those are the words the 4-H Club is all about. Many children in Georgia may soon be losing their opportunity to learn those life lessons, and others if the proposed budget cuts go through. I'm Rachel Garrett for GBC News, and Georgia legislators are trying to balance the state budget by cutting millions of dollars from the 4-H program.
Over the past 3 years, we've had what amounts to about 25% of our total budget in cuts. And now they're proposing, and we hear different numbers from every different source, but about 30% more, which is really going to put us above a 50% cut, which is just more than really any organization can handle.
Robert Brannon is the county extension coordinator for Gwinnett. He says the budget cuts lead to loss of jobs, which leads to the loss of entire programs for many counties.
If they go with as drastic a proposal as was suggested, then it will shut down the 4-H program in most of the counties in Georgia. So it really could have a destroying effect.
Brandon says the reaction from people involved in 4-H has been strong.
Our phones started lighting up here in the office of people that were 4-Hers and parents of 4-Hers and people who had been in 4-H back when they were kids. And they all called and said they were upset about the idea of some of the drastic cuts that were proposed. And
Sharon Hansen still volunteers with 4-H even though her daughter Grace is in college now. She describes her reaction to the proposed budget cuts.
Actually, I cried when I first heard, and my husband walked in the room and he saw me weeping and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, 4-H is in trouble. And I just had big tears running down my face. And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "They're talking about cutting the 4-H program." And I was just devastated.
Hansen knows from her own experience and her daughter's that 4-H teaches much more than just agriculture.
We actually even had a class on table manners and etiquette, since you meet a lot of dignitaries there. So she knows how to use all those extra forks and knives and spoons that a lot of people don't know. And she knows how to introduce people to each other. A lot of those little extra things that really help make the difference in the business world.
Both Brannon and Hansen say there has been no organized effort to fight to save 4-H. It's just been concerned citizens calling their legislators and expressing support for the program that they say changes people's lives.
When I went to the University of Georgia, it was the biggest, scariest place I had ever gone to. And I went into the college 4-H club meeting, and I knew 60 people that were there, and married one of them.
Because everybody's not going to be a star student, everybody's not going to be a star athlete, but they can all achieve.
Now legislators are still debating the proposed cuts and are expected to come to a decision sometime around mid-March. Brandon reminded me that if the cuts do go through, many counties in Georgia will lose 4-H completely. For GBC News, I'm Rachel Garrett.